Welcome to the Irresistible Marketing Pod, the podcast that wants you to get rich without burning out. I'm your host, Isa Gauchi, your marketing confidence cheerleader and owner of the M-ISA Messaging digital marketing agency for small business baddies such as yourself. Today I'm going to tell the tale of my first 10K profit month and what I learned from it. Today's episode is part of my Entrepreneur Diaries series where I give you an inside peek into my CEO brain and milestones. Hope you enjoy. So July 2024 was my first 10K plus profit month. It's a moment. It's that goal number you hear about so much in the online coachisphere. And to be real, I don't feel how I thought I would when I hit it. So I'm going to take some public inventory with this podcast. A, to help it sink in for myself that, dang, I did that. And B, to light the path for those coming after. And C, to help you steer clear of some of the obstacles that I smacked right on into. So here's what's rad. Getting those car repairs I'd been saving up for, putting vet bills on debit rather than credit, a very cute wardrobe update, whale watching tickets, upgrading to Ipsy's boxy charm like the bougie bitch I now get to be, paying down debt, getting to hire an assistant, buying all my favorite groceries, nice perfume, feeling validated, emerging from survival mode, and regularly telling myself, whatever you want, princess. Here's what isn't rad about the moment. Honestly, I am so fucking tired. My business coach yelling at me that I needed an assistant like yesterday and being right, getting sick followed by a week of intermittent migraine, being super late on a client project, hiding from my inbox because good God, what do all these strangers want from me? How tax due? Realizing I hadn't voluntarily taken a full day off guilt-free in months, having zero capacity for a social life. My apologies to all the hinge cuties. I'm really bad at messaging back in a timely fashion. And here's what's surprising. There was no instant identity change like I guess I'd been unconsciously expecting when I hit my first 10K profit month. I'm still regularly having to remind my nervous system that I'm actually safe, I'm good, it's okay. And my mindset still needs work. My business coach keeps telling me this is your new normal and repeating it to me, and I keep repeating it back, ready for it to feel true. So that's interesting. I hadn't expected that it would take a while for the new identity stuff to sink in. And here's another thing that was surprising. I actually did not have to grow my audience to make a lot of money. Most of the moolah came from repeat clients and referrals. And on all of my marketing channels, my following remains pretty modest. Honestly, I barely marketed at all that month. I made maybe 2 posts. I was slammed, okay? But as I have been coached to see, I'm living in the results of all of the marketing I've already done these last few months. So the time lapse is real. As my coach likes to say, the day you plant the seed is not the day you harvest the fruit. So if you're not getting instant gratification from your marketing, that does not mean it's not working. Okay, another surprising thing was that my capacity has been extremely stretched to welcome what I've been calling in for the last 3 years. I'm finally getting what I wanted, what I worked so hard for, what many entrepreneurs I look up to have referred to as their "I made it, I have a real business" moment. I'm surprised to find that getting what you want often requires so much growth on your part. So here's what I'm currently being stretched to be able to hold. Many people wanting my attention all at once and not being able to immediately accommodate everyone. Being responsible for the emotional safety of large groups, while also realizing I'm not actually responsible for managing other people's discomfort for them. Proactively addressing conflict, miscommunication, and confusion. Needing and accepting help. Allowing people to experience the consequences of their actions and accepting that this is often how people need to learn. I'm freaking lucky to have the opportunity to be stretched in this way, and I'm excited to be who I am becoming. All right, next I want to talk about how I got here. Overall, I've done really good work for clients and the word got out eventually. But I've also made a lot of quote unquote mistakes, and I've learned to accept that it's not failure to make a mistake. It's actually an essential part of the process for me. Fucking around and finding out is literally how I learn best, and also the scientific method. So, also, my brand voice and identity got a lot stronger and more out there. Honestly, it took quite a while to shed my corporate speak robotic professionalism and ensuing bitterness. And it took work to figure out what I actually wanted out of business and how I actually wanted to express myself and who I was okay with pissing off in order to be the meatiest me possible. I shed shame in public in my marketing for years. And many people interpreted this as permission to shed their shame too. Not that they need my or anyone's permission to release shame, but I definitely count this as a win and a marker of the success of my marketing before I got to see like the monetary profits, rewards. Another thing I think led to my newfound success is that I became steadily more flamboyantly fabulous, from my fake nails to my looks to my scandalous skate moves. And I did it all loudly, daring disapproval, which I did get, and inviting anyone who felt called to join my rebel movement to come on in. And it worked. I'm who you go to for marketing help for the never been done before, the brazenly bold, the subversive, and the change the things you can't accept business ideas. If your business dream is the equivalent of shooting the moon, no prob, that's my specialty. And just the very fact that I can say that and own it without stuttering, I can say it with my whole chest, I think is also just as important of a milestone as the money, because it means I'm finally owning and speaking life into my own particular special sauce, my own particular magic. All right, let's keep on with this assessment of this moment. So here's what I want to do more of in my business. I fall more in love with my squad every time we meet or interact. Little did I know when I first started to refer to myself as the marketing confidence cheerleader with my made-up combo of consulting, mindset work, and emotional fluffing that it would soon become my actual best-selling service. And since I turned it into a group offering, the squad has taken on a life of its own, and I've been longing to devote my focus to growing it with aligned members for months now. But I haven't, because I didn't have the bandwidth due to all of the done-for-you projects I sold. Don't get me wrong, I still love lovingly crafting messaging frameworks and marketing plans and building marketing teams from scratch, but I need to make some changes to avoid repeating the current burnout quagmire I find myself currently trying to wiggle out of. And those changes are, and these are juicy, folks, so take note if you don't want to have to learn the hard way like me. The changes are, number 1, raising prices again. Number 2, only taking one of each of my favorite done-for-you projects on a month, tops, and just stop offering the ones that aren't my favorite altogether. Number 3, starting a waitlist. You pay to hold your spot. You can pay now, and you might have your project start like months from now, and it's still going to be worth it. Number 4, give myself twice as long as I think I need when setting timelines, because remember, can do is not the same as a want to, and you don't do your best work when you're killing yourself for a deadline and not sleeping, or I certainly don't. Number 5, block off some vacation time ASAP. Number 6, only market the squad and marketing confidence cheerleading moving forward. Number 7, factor in a long-term virtual assistant into my monthly business budget. And finally, number 8, take weekly time to check in on my big picture for my business and focus my actions accordingly. Now, also juicy, what I want to do less of. I want to do less done-for-you work. This has been my energy killer. I made the mistake of thinking that just because messaging, content, and strategy are easy for me, that having a lot of this type of work wouldn't burn me out. Spoiler alert, it did. So I'm taking social media management fully off the table for now, and I'm not marketing my copywriting at all, and I significantly raised the price on it, even though since I'm not marketing it, but it's still on my website and my website's pretty, and I still like doing copywriting, but you'll have to pay me handsomely for it. And here's what else I want to do less of. Being a bad boss to myself. I need to be a better CEO of myself. So here's what I got to do less of to do that. Number 1, getting a second less than 8 hours of sleep a night. Your girl does not do well on no sleep. Number 2, I gotta stop going weeks without a day off. I don't care how much you love your work, this is not sustainable. Number 3, fighting against my natural creative cycles. So what if I do my best work after 9 p.m.? Don't matter. I don't have to be on a 9 to 5 because I am in fact my own boss and I get to set my own rules. Number 4, not eating protein. Girl, no, that doesn't work. You are a vegetarian. Pay attention to this. Number 5, pushing my body past her limits. There is zero virtue in that. Number 6, forgetting to bring my water bottle on trail rides through the SoCal deserts in fucking August. Yeah, I gotta stop doing stuff like that. I gotta take good care of myself. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this snapshot of what it feels like to make your first 10K plus profit month from your own personal brand. Can you relate? Did anything surprise or inspire you? If so, I would absolutely love to hear your takeaways. Tag me on social media. It's at Marketing Confidence Cheerleader on Instagram and at Confidence Cheerleader on TikTok. And if you would like ongoing marketing, business, and emotional support as you grow your brand, you are so invited to join the squad, my crew of excellently eccentric entrepreneurs cheering each other on as we do the impossible in real time. We meet for a monthly marketing masterclass on a topic that the group votes on, followed by a business lab so you can integrate the lesson into your business right away without having to take it home for homework. You also get a monthly group marketing confidence cheerleading session where we can troubleshoot anything that's blocking miraculous marketing results, be it strategic, tactical, or emotional blocks. Because y'all know marketing your life's work and heart's purpose is emotional as fuck, so it totally makes sense that you need some extra emotional support when becoming an entrepreneur or, just being an entrepreneur at all. Anywho, that usually evens out to us meeting about every other week, and in the meantime, you have access to a private archive of all of my past marketing classes and squad cheerleading sessions, as well as membership to our lively private Facebook group where you can take part in optional marketing challenges and prompts, pitch practice, celebrations, and journal prompts. You can also get my eyes on your marketing and my feedback on your copy. So you basically get me as your pocket marketing director. It's all kinds of support wrapped up into one neat squad package. It is such a beautiful and supportive group of business witches, and it's quite diverse as well. We've got a photographer, a private eye, an astrologer, a money coach, and a punk musician, so don't worry, you'll fit right in. Learn more at the squad link in the show notes, and feel free to email or DM me with any questions. All right. That's all for now. Love you. Bye.